Hey guys, it's Cullen Smith. Welcome back to Lifting the Veil once again, and today this is just a brief update. I want to let you guys know that in case you're not already familiar, if you haven't been notified by one of my past live streams recently, or I think I've mentioned it on Facebook or some of the social media before, but in case you weren't aware, I did start a second channel. So if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and jump over to my second channel. It's I signed it up under a different email account just in case if for any reason YouTube shuts down my main channel. That way just in case for any reason YouTube shuts down my main channel, that way I'll have a backup channel that's on an entirely separate email account. That way they won't hopefully be able to eliminate all of my accounts all at once, but you know, I'm not expecting that. Hopefully that won't ever happen, but you never know, especially with some of the stuff that I'm going to start putting out. I've been holding all of my stuff back for well over a year now. The last most controversial video the film that I started making, and it's still about 75% completed that I haven't finished, is the Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell video, as well as there's a lot of stuff that involves the Pizzagate and things like that in it as well, child trafficking. So it's very controversial, and so I don't want to risk my channel being terminated. So that's what I've started this backup channel for. This is the live channel. I'm going to archive, basically I might start doing the live streams from this channel exclusively. I'm not sure, depending on how it goes. So for that reason, that's why I've started the backup channel, also to archive all my stuff just in case the main one ever gets taken down for any reason. So it's not too much different. I'm going to back up all of my main channel videos on this channel as well. Who knows, maybe hopefully that might also help me out in getting more exposure and maybe hopefully earning some more income for my videos and for my films by having it on my second channel as well. I was wanting to, I might consider naming them, you know, titling them under different titles, using different metadata. That way, you know, it might have a chance to run as a totally separate entity from the main channel. But I mean, that would literally be so much work. I'll have to go through all my, you know, previous videos and re-edit and re-upload all of them, which, I mean, it's just so much work as it is. You know, I'm trying to find time to cut all these videos up into segments, not only just to upload them onto the main channel, but also to upload them onto my Instagram TV account, which I also want to let you guys know about, is in case you haven't checked it out yet. You know, it's not as high quality as it is on the main channel. Because it's a different format. It is for, you know, for mobile only. So what I did is I've re-edited the format for all my videos, so hopefully they'll be able to fit nicely on this one. And on the Instagram account, it's gonna be, you know, I'm gonna do a lot more day-to-day content. As you can see, I've got my birthday vlog from when me and Christy and I drove out to California for my birthday. We made some raw organic vegan pizzas, and, you know, homemade from scratch, and she made me a raw, was it raw? No, it wasn't raw. We baked it, but it was a whole vegan peach berry cobbler. And so the recipe and, you know, how we made it and everything is on here. That's also going to be on the backup channel as well. This is going to be my live and my vlog channel, where I'll do, you know, where if I want to talk about something and, you know, it's spur of the moment, I just want to, you know, get the content out. It's going to be less formal. To where I don't have to do months and months of research and editing and production and all of that stuff. That way, if I want to say something, I can just come out and say it. You know, and I don't have to, I'm not going to worry about, oh, is it, you know, did I check my facts? Did I make sure and cite all my sources and all that? I just want to be able to say what I want to be able to say when I want to say it, when it needs to be said, while it's on my mind. and for all that, for all that good stuff. So yeah, so I want to do that. So yeah, if you're not already, come check out my Instagram. I'm gonna be uploading some shorter videos here. So, for a lot of you guys are complaining about my videos are too long, the films are way too long, you can't watch it, too long, don't care. So if that's an issue for you, come over to my Instagram. I was pretty pissed that you could only do, minute-long segments of some of these other ones. So it was just a pain in the ass. I would spend literally all day long just editing my videos to make them, a minute, fit within a minute-long time frame. It's just such a pain in the ass between every social media platform, reformatting all the content for each platform, and all that stuff. So yeah, nobody has time for that. It's consuming my life.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
And it's driving me insane. I mean, it really is. Between having to write all of my, my full presentations and doing that for Patreon, and then also going back and, and re-uploading them to Steemit, which I'm also on Steemit as well, trying to, put all my stuff up on Steemit also. So if you're over there, go ahead and check me out there as well. But, so having to reformat for every different platform, for Steemit, for Minds, for Lifting the Veil on Minds.com also. I really like Minds. Minds is it's a beautifully formatted platform. I mean, it's visually stunning. It looks amazing, especially with the articles and everything on Minds. I mean, it just looks really nice. Patreon looks I love Patreon. It will always be my go-to until I get my own website up. Patreon is going to be my main hub. That's where I do my gig. That's where, all the stuff goes down because it's easy, it's quick. That's my go-to. I get it all up. Steemit, I hate with a passion. I really do. Steemit sucks. I mean, it really sucks. I hate the Markdown format. The Markdown is the biggest pain in the ass I've ever had to encounter, mainly because I do all my stuff from Patreon, and then what I do is I have to, copy and try and reformat all of it into Markdown to put it on Steemit, and it's just such a hassle, and it doesn't work. It makes it look, it just makes it look terrible once it's uploaded onto Steemit in Markdown, because there's so many errors that don't transfer over to the Markdown format. So it doesn't look terrible. I do like the platforms where you can actually have a night theme, a black background. But see, this is what it does, when I try and format to Markdown, just direct copy and paste. I'm not going to go through and nobody has enough time in the day, just to do maintenance for healthcare and for a health routine, let alone trying to do my actual my real work, the work that I'm here to do, which is taking all day researching, writing, editing, producing, making graphics, making infographics, and then going through and having to write all of that out into post format to upload it to all the different social media platforms. It's just a nightmare, and it's driving me literally insane, and I feel like I'm literally a slave to social media. But that's just the way it goes, because I love this work so much that it has to get out there, and it's what I love doing. And I would rather be doing nothing else in the world. This is what I want to be doing. But that's the meaning of passion, and I'm going to be doing a video specifically about that, about what is passion, what is purpose, what does it mean intrinsically, what's the etymology, how does it play out in our lives, how do we find it, how do we live it, how do we achieve it, how do we hold true to it. But yeah, so that's what passion means. It literally means suffering. So that's what it is. It's your labor of love. It's what you are willing to suffer for. Not saying that you have to, that has to be a type of suffering, but it's something that if suffering arises, it's what you are willing to sacrifice for. You know, same thing with all the great inventors throughout history. You know, Nikola Tesla. You know, on and on and on. You know, all the great inventors, all the free energy scientists that have always been, you know, persecuted and stuff. That is their passion. You know, it's your cross to bear. It is your passion. It's what you will be likely, you know, crucified and persecuted for. But it's worth it because it is the great work. That's what it is. So yeah, without you know, rambling too long, that's basically, you know, I wanted to show you some of the other platforms that I'm on. If you're, you know, if your guys are on there, make sure to check me out on there. If you haven't already, I mean, if you're on those platforms and you haven't looked me up, then shame on you. But yeah, so I really hate Instagram too. With the new updates with the IGTV, it's gonna be like YouTube starting sometime next year. So that pleases me. I mean that sort of almost redeems how bad, you know, Instagram sucks. Twitter is even worse. I'm also on Twitter, but I hate it with a passion. It's so, I mean, it's basically for politics and for garbage pretty much, because I mean you can't possibly convey information across there other than through article format, and you know that you can't do video clips. It's minute-long video clips. You know, how much can you really educate someone? You know, especially for my content. You know, how much can you really educate? You know, on Instagram for that much? But it's really hard for me because, you know, I'm really long-winded and I have a lot to say and I have a lot to present. And having such limited amount of characters, you know, I literally can't say anything. You know, so I upload, you know, my graphics and stuff there, but it's just such a waste of time. You know, to have to spend all day going through and monitoring all the, you know, managing all these social media accounts. You know, I literally need my own social media manager, you know, my own social media company to be able to manage all my accounts for me, because I just don't have time. It's taking me away from all the editing and all the work that I want to be doing, and I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But yeah, so again, here's my second channel. It's called Lifting the Veil Live channel. It should pop up roughly 5th or 6th down the search when you look it up. Lifting the Veil Live. Sorry, I'm terrible at typing. You know, that's one thing that I also hate is using computers. I used to never, yeah, so it comes up pretty, I can't stand this guy piggybacking off of my brand. Such a shill, absolutely such a clown. But yeah, so just wanted to share that with you guys. Check out my second channel, make sure to subscribe there. I'm going to be doing my vlogs, you know, especially health, you know, food prep, you know, what I eat in a day, things like that. I don't really want to do that on my main channel. I mean, I might, but, you know, I don't really want to mix all these different stuff, you know, because people come to the one channel, they expect, you know, they're looking for a one, you know, type of format, type of, you know, content, and when you start to stray too much from that, you know, it sort of interferes with viewership, and you know, it sort of loses touch with the audience, because, you know, everyone wants to, you come to expect a certain type of content, and when you veer too far away from that, you know, people will start to unsubscribe, and, you know, they think you're taking a different direction, even though I'm still working on all the stuff in the background. I mean, I'm working on so many films right now, let alone all these monumental presentations that, you know, I don't know how I find time to do all this stuff. It's such pain. It's so time consuming. But yeah, my computer's about to die, so with that, I think we'll cut it off there, guys. And thank you guys for, you know, we're almost at 100,000 subscribers on the main channel, so I can't thank you guys enough. And, you know, really help me reach 100,000 subscribers. That way I might be able to have some better personal service from the YouTube staff for some of my issues and concerns that I'm having. So yeah, help me reach that 100,000 mark. Yeah, I'm at 80, almost at 90,000. So it's getting close. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And if you haven't already, if you want to check out all my exclusive content before it goes up onto films, and social media. I'm going to be doing patron exclusive content as well. You'll get to see behind the scenes. I'm going to upload some of my stuff that nobody else will get to see unless you're a patron. You'll get to see what I'm working on as I tried to release it on the other day, but it didn't work. So yeah, I mean, it's just such a pain to have to manage all these